I'm Clint Griffiths. We start with a developing story, a human case of New World screwworm reported in the U.S. What we know right now is that the case is being investigated by the Maryland Department of Health. It reports it involves a patient who returned from travel to El Salvador. AgDay's Michelle Rook joins me. Michelle, so far there's been no new livestock movement control put in place because of this.
No, Clinton, there isn't. And officials I talked to don't expect USDA's prevention protocol on New World screwworm to change based on this human case. One caveat is it could keep the border closed longer, though, than anticipated to Mexican cattle imports. Officials also stress this case isn't anything consumers need to panic about. A case of New World screwworm confirmed in a human in the U.S. is a concern, but not a surprise to cattle industry officials. However, they say they're pleased with the government response.
And it's not the first human case that we have seen in the United States. We actually saw a human case in 2024. We saw a human case in 2023. So we're not shocked or surprised, but we are very glad that it was a quick response. The CDC was able to jump in there as quickly as possible and to make sure that this did not spread.
Yet the CDC has not confirmed the exact dates of travel and arrival in the U.S. at this time.
So still learning a little bit more about the timeline. The bottom line is that they caught this.
So animal health officials say this human case isn't likely to change USDA's protocol for animal movement or New World screwworm eradication efforts.
Had been found in an animal, we'd have a lot of attention paid to what species of animal would have brought it in. And then that would have had some wider ranging effects on what we actually are doing to keep this threat out of the United States.
Daly says the case does point out, though, it's a matter of when, not if, the parasite will be found in the U.S. cattle herd. But humans aren't the most likely source.
In my mind, probably wildlife would pose a bigger threat because we're not monitoring them as closely.
This case could, however, keep the border closed to Mexican cattle imports longer than expected.
I believe that any interaction like this or development like this definitely makes it harder to get that southern border reopened.
Cattle futures gapped lower on Monday in reaction, but ended well off lows and handled the news better than expected.
I'll be real honest with you. I was afraid it was going to be way worse than that because, coupled with the screwworm story, you had a cattle and feed report that was a little negative.
Daly also emphasizes that consumers need not panic as screwworm is not a threat to the beef supply.
It's an animal situation. It doesn't affect the food supply at all. Nothing as far as a public health food safety issue.
I'm Michelle Rook reporting for AgDay.